Hey guys, welcome back. So I thought I would do a weekly update on the mining stocks of Bitfarms, Hut, Hive, Mara, Riot, and Argo right now, which are the ones that I'm tracking. So I've also updated the miner analysis worksheet that I have. I changed some of the things on it, and we'll get into it here really quick. But I thought we'd just get into the news on the stocks, see if there's anything news, which there isn't really. So we'll just look at the charts for the 5 days and monthly and 6 months, see how they're doing, see if they're up or down, and then we'll get into the comparison and we'll get into some of the changes that I've made. So let's take a look at first Bitfarm here. So Bitfarm is now at 538 was the close. It's up a little bit in the after hours at it's up 18 cents or 3.35% up. On the 5-day chart, we see that Bitfarms is up. On the 1 month, we're in the red, so we're down for the month. 6 months, we're obviously up, and then year to date, we are still up on Bitfarms. Next, let's take a look at Hive Blockchain. So Hive closed out yesterday at 313. It was up 8.3%, and it is up another 5.43% in after hours to 17 cents. The data that I'm using is using the closing price, not the after hours price. Later on, when we take a look at it. So Hive is up, obviously, on the 5 days. On the 1 month, it is also up. On the 6 months, it is down. And on the year to date, it is up still. So that is good. So it's only down for the 6-month period. Hopefully we can get back above that coming up here. Next, let's take a look at Hut 8. Hut 8 obviously closed out yesterday, the week, at 12.22. It was up 15.72%, so it had a huge spike here on Friday. Obviously, as compared to the other miners, did not have a huge spike like Hut 8 did. So Hut 8 finished out the day at 12.22. It is up 6 cents in after hours to 12.28. And then if we look at the 1 month chart, it is up on the 1 month, it's up on the 6 months, and year to date is up. So it's the only one that's right now, at least looking at these, is the one that's up consistently throughout the year. Let's take a look at Marathon Digital next. So Marathon closed out yesterday at 48.89. It was up $5.30, up 12.16%. And it was up another 6 cents in after hours to 48.95. So on the 5 days, it was up in the green. 1 month is in the green. 6 months it's in the green. Year to date is in the green as well. So this is kind of the same as Hut 8, where every time frame is in the positive right now. Riot, let's take a look at Riot here. Riot was up 6.62%, up $1.73 to 27.85 yesterday. In the after hours, it was up another 24 cents to 28.09, less than 1% increase. So on the 5 days, Riot is up. On the 1 month, it is down. And on the 6 months, it is also down. So that is obviously not good. I think Riot has some chances of going back up higher. And then year to date is green. So it's obviously green 2 out of the 3 time comparisons here. And lastly, let's take a look at Argo. So Argo finished out yesterday at 120. On London Stock Exchange, it was up 9 pounds, basically up 11%. So I converted that to the US dollars in my analysis, which is 120 times 1.38, which is roughly the conversion factor for this. And Argo is down here based on this for the 5 days. It is down for the 1 month. It is also down for the 6 months, and year to date it is actually up. So it's down 3 of the 4 time comparisons that we're looking at here. All right, so let's take a look at the numbers here. So here's something that I did new. So I'm going to start tracking all of the closing prices for the week in comparison to the prior week, and also for Bitcoin as well. So we're going to see how Bitcoin did and how these mining stocks did, right? So right now, Bitcoin price is around 61,275. It has increased from last week, $7,312. Last week was $53,963. So a nice gain on Bitcoin, obviously. We have a lot of news for Bitcoin with the futures ETF possibly coming next week, so that's driving the price up. We had a gain of 13.5%. Bitfarms price closed yesterday at 538. Last week we were at 525, so we had an increase in 13 cents, so it's up to 2.48% on the week. Hive finished out at 313. Last week it was at 292, so it's up 21 cents on the week, 7.19% up for the week. And then Hut 8 is at 1222. Last week it was at 1043, so an increase of 17.6%, 17.16%, and it's up $1.79 in the week. So a nice increase there. Marathon is the one that's just flying right now. So last week, or current price is 48.89 as of close yesterday. Last week was 39.49. It is up 23.8% on the week, which is huge. So it's up $9.40. Obviously, Marathon has a lot of miners coming online within the next year. That's possibly what's driving it as well with how much they hodl. Riot yesterday closed at 27.85. Last week was 25.83. It is up $2.02 or 7.82% on the week, which is a good increase, which is in line with kind of what Hive is. And then obviously Bitfarms and Argo are the ones that are kind of below it. And I think because of the conversion factor on Argo, we're seeing an increase of 1.69 while the chart on Yahoo is showing a negative for the week. But we're really close to that. So based on the conversion factor, last week they were at 162.84. This week they are at 165.60, which gives them basically $2.76 increase. So we'll keep an eye on this. We'll keep a chart of this. We'll add next week's in here as well. And then we'll plot it on a graph to see how things are comparing with Bitcoin. So obviously, the ones that are closest to Bitcoin's price increase of 13.55% would be Hut 8. Mara basically just doubled from where Bitcoin went in price, percentage gain-wise. And then all these other guys here were half of that or even less than that, which is surprising. I would have thought that they would have kept up, especially Bitfarms and Argo. Argo provided some news that they're also going to be adding some more miners in coming up. So I was surprised that this price didn't go up more. Okay, so let's take a look at the miner comparison here. Some of the changes that I did here is going over here to my estimated, let me see, here it is. The estimated gross yearly revenue using the 20 price to earnings multiple. So instead of going 2x, 3x, 4x here, I went with the price, just a standard static price of 100,000 for Bitcoin, 150,000, and 200,000. Because as the price increases, obviously going 2x, if the price goes up to 70,000, 2x would be 140,000, right? So that kind of, I thought this was going to be a little bit better in gauging to see how far away we are from these points, right? So how far away are we from 100,000, 150,000, 200,000 on that? Because I just don't think if Bitcoin goes up to 100,000 on this price, on the daily price, that we're going to see, possibly reaching 300,000. We could, but it's very unlikely. So what we'll do is once Bitcoin reaches maybe 100,000 here, we'll then update these 250, 200, 200 and 250,000 here, just to see what the possibilities are. We may also add in here going down 50,000 to see what happens if the price drops. But we'll have to keep an eye on that. So let's get into the numbers here. So obviously as Bitfarms, we have all the prices here for Bitfarms, Hive, Hut 8, Marathon, Riot, and Argo. Current market cap is 1.17 for Bitfarms. Hive is 1.3. Hut 8 is at 2.1, and Marathon is at 4.8. So Marathon is pretty much doubled double of Hut 8 and double of, pretty close to double of Riot. And then Argo is at 715 million right now. So let's take a look at here. So right now, with the way the Bitcoin price is at 61,275, estimated yearly gross revenue for Bitfarms is 176 million. Hive is at 223 million. Hut 8 is at 181 million. Marathon is at 198 million. Riot is at 226 million, and Argo is at 113, based on when the miners will come in, right? So we do those updates when we get the updates from the miners, as far as probably get the next update at the end of October into November for October. So earnings per share would be 99 cents, 58 cents, $1.39, $2, $2.36, and 24.75 for Argo here. And if we look at our conservative 50% discount from estimated gross revenue, we're saying that Bitfarms should be, based on our calculations, roughly around $9.93. It is a difference from where they are today of $4.55, so it is by far probably one of the most ones that's undervalued right now, I think. Hive should be at $5.82, so it's $2.69 from where it should be based on my calculations. Hut 8 is pretty close to being very well valued right now. It is only $1.67 off my estimates show it should be at 1389. Marathon, obviously, right now towards the end of the year should be around 1996. It is way overvalued in my opinion at 2893. Riot is at 2364 based on my calculations, and it's only off by a negative 421, so it's a little bit above where my estimates would put it. Argo is should be around $247. That's US dollars. So that is undervalued as well, in my opinion. It should be up 81.93 from where it is right now. So let's get into where BTC might be. So if Bitcoin goes up to 100,000, Bitfarms, my estimates show it should be around 1621, Hive at 950, Hut 8 at 2266, Marathon at 3258, and Riot at 3858. Argo at 403.97. And then if we go to 150,000 for Bitcoin, we're looking at 2431, Hive at 1425, Hut 8 at 33.99, Marathon at 48.87, Riot 57.88, and Argo at 605.95. And then if we reach $200,000, we should be at 3242, Hive at 18.99, Hut should be at 45.32, Marathon at 65.16, and Riot at 77.17, and Argo at 807.94. And this is based on obviously the London Stock Exchange and the conversion factor for US dollars. So estimated percentage gain loss, if we obviously use the 100,000, 150,000, and 200,000 price for Bitcoin, Bitfarms has a possibly increase in price value to be where I think it should be. It would be at 85% as of today, 86 for Hive, 14% for Hut 8. And then Marathon is obviously overvalued based on my calculations here, and Riot is a little bit overvalued, and Argo is valued as well. So Bitcoin goes up to 100,000. You have a 201% increase for Bitfarms, 203 for Hive, 85% for Hut 8, still overvalued, and for Marathon at negative 33%. And then Riot would have a 39% increase, and Argo 144%. And then obviously here you can see these numbers for $150,000 Bitcoin and $250,000 Bitcoin as of right now. And then as far as the HODL goes, for these coins, we don't know exactly. We know based on the September numbers and early October numbers. For all of these, obviously the price of Ethereum has gone up, so I'm using 3,910 for Ethereum here for Hive because they do HODL around 25,000 Ethereum. So that gives us 97,750,000 in value for Ethereum, plus they also HODL 1,067 of Bitcoin, which gives us a price for the Bitcoin of 65,000. So when you combine those two numbers, you end up with 163 million total HODL value for Hive. And then, so Bitfarms would be 141 million, Hive is at 163, Hut 8 is at 289, Marathon is at 431, which is why they might be so overvalued based on my calculations here. And then Riot is at 216 million, and Argo is at 110 million. And then if we look at their HODL report here, so obviously this is just a chart here showing, not the HODL, yeah, BTC HODL. So you can see Marathon obviously has a lot more than Hut 8, Riot, and then Argo is obviously the last one in line here right now, and Bitfarms is second to last, and Hive is third to last. So yeah, so I think we still have a ways to go with Bitcoin and everything else. I don't think we're done with the bull market yet. Obviously, we'll have to see on Monday, Tuesday if the futures ETF comes through. If we have that going, I think that's going to drive the price up even higher going into the next couple of weeks. We may see a little pullback here, but everything looks good. I mean, right now, I don't see any reason why these shouldn't go up. Obviously, some of them are favored a little bit more than others by investors in here. Obviously, Bitfarms is not being liked at all right now. And then Marathon is just the darling child, it looks like right now. So something to be mindful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought of this. If you guys want me to do this every week, I'll do this for a couple of weeks, see if you guys like it or not. And that's it. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.